Sure.
Now would you look at that? Books, books, books. Did my father read all these?
Unlikely.
As you want.
Huh. Interesting.
Another specter. Careful. Whatever's necessary. They will fall. I don't understand why my father never told me about this place.
Well, from what you've told me, your relationship had never been what you call close, right? I'm not surprised it was...
Do you hear that?
The Song of the White.
Yes, but it's... clearer. It seems to be coming from down that hallway.
Then we know where we have to go. That's the way?
The song. It has stopped.
Indeed. Incredible. All this energy. I've never felt anything like it.
Neither have I. Whatever's behind that door, it's the key to this dungeon secret.
Any thoughts? We have no idea what to expect, so we should stay closely together.
No.
I'm sorry.
Whatever is in there, you, the pariah, needs to face it alone. It's what I saw in the vision, and thus, it's Aenir's will.
Isn't this exactly what we should not do? Split up?
It doesn't matter. It's the Allfather's will, and we will obey.
This is too dangerous. We go in together, or we don't go at all.
No. You will do as the Allfather wills, and proceed alone.
Else?
Else, you will suffer the consequences. If you remember, there are dozens of my men and women out in the fortress, with the command to kill you all on sight, should you emerge from this place without me accompanying you.
But this is crazy! We have no idea what he'll face in there!
You will handle it. Now do as I say. Believe me, it's for the better.
I don't really have a choice, do I?
You don't.
All right. Then let's get this over with. Just stay put. I'll be back. No turning back now. Tiara's breath. Ah!
My child. Finally.
What is this? Who are you?
Your mother. I'm your mother.
Wait. You? Say that again?
I'm your mother. You are the blood of my blood. My child. My son. And you finally come. You've come to save me.
I don't understand.
I'm your mother. The quiet man, Isamu. He molded you from my blood. And after all this time, you finally heard me. Please, child, sit down. I believe we have a lot to talk about. You are silent.
Yes. I'm sorry. All this, it's a lot to take in.
I feel the same way. All those years I've spent in this slumber, only to wake up and be experimented upon by your father. To be given a child in some grotesque, unholy ritual. I still wonder if this is really happening. Or maybe just a strange dream.
I'm afraid it isn't. Why can I understand you? We don't speak the same tongue, do we?
We don't know. But you joined your spirit to the Nexus, didn't you? Our minds are connected. Thus, I can hear you, and you can hear me.
So, you've been in this stasis until I came here, and I somehow set you free?
I was awake, but at the same time I wasn't. Whatever the quiet man did after he woke me, it left me in this haze. I didn't see, I couldn't move, but I could hear, and I could feel.
That must have been horrible.
It was. And there were times where I just wished that he would finally end it.
Why is it that you call Isamu the Quiet Man?
Well, I did not know his true name until years after my awakening. And before that, he hardly spoke. So this is what my mind always called him.
You said that my father created me. What is that supposed to mean?
I am not sure if I can even give you an answer to that. But I will try to explain. See, my child, the quiet man, Isamu, I do not think he ever considered me a living being. What he saw me as was a tool to the essence.
The essence?
The source of all magic. Your father's race, they are only able to access a glimpse, a twinkle from an endless sea. We, the Zalon were different. We have always been closer to the essence. We had understood how to harness it, and that had made us powerful.
Did you ever try to resist, to break free?
Of course, but it was pointless. I could not speak and I could not move, and even my magic could not aid me.
So, the essence is the place all magic comes from?
Yes, but there were and probably are many names for it. The essence is only what my people called it.
So, you're saying that my father wanted to use you to gain access to this essence?
Yes, he was obsessed with the idea of gaining power, and to him, I was the key. But what he was trying to do, transferring my aura, my powers onto himself, was impossible, and he realized that quickly.
Why was it impossible?
Because an aura is as unique as a person's eyes or their fingertip skin. It cannot simply be put on and off like a helmet or a glove, and it dies with its owner.
Which is why he tried to find another way to gain access to your powers.
Yes, he tried transferring my energy to a talisman, to these flesh creatures he created, and countless other ways, but it was all in vain. These experiments went on for years, and even though I couldn't see and couldn't speak, I felt it all. Then he created you. His train of thought was simple. If my aura could not be transferred, it could be passed onto my offspring.
But how is that even possible? A Shaper and a human?
It is possible. The way we conceive, how we bring forth new life, it is different from what you are used to.
How?
It's complicated, and I do not want to talk about it with my own child. What matters is it worked. Down here, on this altar, I gave life to you, to my first and only child.
So I am half Shaper. How come it doesn't show?
Once again, this has to do with the way we conceive, but I do not want to talk about it. I hope you understand.
So this is where the nightmare comes from, isn't it?
What nightmare?
Ever since I was a child, I had these dreams. I think I saw this place, the creatures my father created, the images. They were so vivid, so real. But whenever I told Isamo about them, he just shrugged it off. I always felt they were connected to something that had happened a long time ago. Now I know.
Yes, that is possible. Quite often, our dreams remind us of the things we have long forgotten.
I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in.
I understand. Believe me, I do. All those years, I had wondered how it would feel to finally meet you. About what you would look like, and all the things I tell you. But now that you're here, it feels surreal. As if all this is just an illusion. A mirage.
What happened then? What did Isamo do?
He took you away. For what purpose, I do not know. But it is evident that it did not work. Even through you, he could not obtain access to the essence. As for what happened afterward, that is a question you are more fit to answer than I am. And once you free me, I want you to tell me all.
I still can't believe you're a Shaper.
Shaper. That's how the Quiet Man called me too. We call ourselves the Zarlon-Thep.
I know, but how is it possible that you're still alive? I thought you were extinct.
Yes, so it seems. I was unaware of this until the Quiet Man told me.
But how did your people die? And how did you survive?
I do not know how my people died. Believe me, child, I have spent a long time wondering. As for your second question, it is a long story. I was one of the Yulas caste, the scientists, the scholars, the priests, and like many other Zarlon-Thep at that time, I was taken by the Scourge.
The Scourge?
A disease. It had been ravaging through our empire for over a decade at that time. It ate us up from the inside.
Most scholars who studied your people firmly believed that the Shapers had cured the world of all diseases.
Then they are wrong. We had found cures for many of them, yes. But even these were often only for the Yulas and the Zawans, the ruling castes. And there was no cure for the Scourge.
But you survived. How?
Through a ritual, an experiment. The idea was to freeze my body until a cure would be found. Looking back, I wonder why I was so eager to keep living. I was just a power-hungry woman, who had no one to mourn her death. By the face of time, it's strange to tell you this. Millennia have passed, but some of the memories are still so lively, so real.
So you were a mage?
A member of the priest caste, yes. But this is not the time to share memories. Once we are free from this place, we will have all the time in the world to talk. And we will talk. There are so many things I need to know. About this world, about you.
How old were you when the scourge infected you?
90 years. Half my lifespan was already gone.
Then the experiment worked?
So it seems. Only that when I woke up, I was here, bound to that altar, looking into the quiet man's eyes. Our minds do not seem to be so different. So I believe you can imagine how I felt. It was terrifying, like a nightmare, one that would never stop.
What exactly happened when I touched your hand earlier? How did I wake you?
You don't know.
How should I?
Yes, how should you? I am sorry, child. For some reason, I continue to expect you to know all those things I would have taught you. If things had been different. You see, a Shaper does not always have that connection to the essence the quiet man was looking for. When they come of age, there is an event called the melding. The child, guided by her creators, unlocks the potential slumbering within. Your father, he did not know this, which is why you could never give him what he wanted.
So this is what happened? You performed this ritual on me?
It's less of a ritual, but something that happens with age. It would have happened far earlier if we had not been separated. But yes, by taking my hand, we melded. And the energy that was set free also lifted my curse. Or at least parts of it. I am still unable to move.
But what does that mean? That I can now access the essence?
No, the melding only provides the child with a key. Finding the door is a lifelong quest. But yes, deep down inside you have unlocked something. A potential for the enormous power Isamu had been looking for.
But I still don't understand. What is the story behind that song? You said that you called out to me so that I could find and save you.
Yes, I have done nothing else since your father took you from me. But it was only a short time ago that I finally started to feel that I could sense your presence somewhere out there. Thus, I tried to focus my thoughts onto you and sent them out into the world. Telepathy, as you call it. The song must have been the way the dark corners of my mind expressed my emotions.
The dark corners of your mind? What do you mean by that?
Well, every spirit has two sides. One that the mind can see, and the other one that remains hidden. If the visible one is a puddle, the invisible is an endless sea.
My father died a year ago. Could this be the reason that we only started hearing the song 6 moons ago?
He is dead?
Yes. He started a rebellion against our kingdom and fell in the final battle.
I see. I always knew it would come to that, you know. His hunger, this glare in his eyes. I knew it would consume him eventually.
How does that make you feel?
That is a good question. I do not know. I expected to feel relief, joy, triumph even. But instead, I feel nothing.
So his death broke whatever spell he had imposed on you. And because of that, your telepathy finally carried through the walls of this place.
That is the only explanation. Yes.
So it was telepathy. But how come only certain people heard you? Only mages?
Is it not obvious? Because having magic means standing close to the essence, and only those who stand close are receptive to my telepathy. I did not know the form my thoughts would take on, but it seems that for us, it was a song. One that finally led you here, to free your mother from her suffering. There is poetry in that, isn't there?
Dark poetry, if anything. You killed people.
Killed?
Your song. It was lethal to everybody who wasn't gifted with magic. I don't know how to say this, but people died. Lots of people. This is why I'm here. To end the bloodburn, as we've started to call it.
Bloodburn? In the name of the sun. I didn't know.
I just don't understand. Why did the song kill people without magic? How is this possible?
I don't know. Maybe it was too much for their minds to bear. Forgive me, I don't know what to say.
But it's over now, isn't it? I found you.
Yes, it should be, but... Oh, please, you have to believe me. I didn't know. All I wanted was to have you back. To... Wait. There's someone here.
What are you... No!
I'm sorry. It was necessary.
What did you do?
What do you think? I fulfilled Aener's prophecy. Searching for a cure, the pariah seeks the truth. A lost mother will be found and awoken from her slumber, and thus allows me to receive her essence.
You knew about this? You knew about my mother?
Yes, I did. I knew that the bloodburn was caused by a Shaper mother looking for her lost child. But what I didn't know was where to find her. So I had to find the child instead. Which I did. The pariah. Though I certainly did not expect it to be Asamo Tahar's son.
But why? What for?
Isn't it obvious? Because I needed her essence. The key to the Archfire, as we call it. Through its power, I will be able to open the gates and to allow Aenir to return. I'm sorry, Tahar. Your mother, she will now serve the greater good. I hope you understand.
Understand? You bloody killed her!
She is not dead. Her body may be, but not her mind. Inside that amulet, she's still alive. It's what your father had always tried to accomplish, but never did.
Where are the others? What did you do to them?
Put to sleep. Don't worry, I didn't kill them.
If you...
I did not kill them. As defilers, they will be put to justice, but that has not been done yet.
I don't get it. You did all this only to get access to the essence? To the Archfire?
No. The bloodburn had to be stopped. Unlike what you might believe, I do care about the people of Io, just as the All-Father cares about all of his children. So I stopped it, as Aenir ordered me to. But he also told me something else. That purifying the world, freeing it from defilers, and making people see their sins is only the first step. The second one requires power. A lot of it.
Why?
It's called the opening of the gates. A rift, a portal, one through which Aenir can step back into this world. And this is what he chose me for, his most loyal servant. He needed the Archfire's power, and he knew the pariah and his mother were the key.
Give me that amulet now, or I'll take it from your dead body.
No, I will not. Your mother is what we should all be, a tool of the All-Father. Either way, there's no point in explaining. Your role in this ends here. Once again, I am truly sorry. But the All-Father's visions were clear. The pariah needs to die after the mother has been found.
But I helped you, for heck's sake. I'm the only reason you're here.
I know you are, but it's the All-Father's will. Just try to see it as the honor it is. Many of my scions would have given a lot to play such a pivotal role in Aeneas' return. You will die, here and now.
No, this is insane. There has to be another way.
No, Tahar. There is not.
You read my mind. It's over, Lekain.
No. Believe me, it is time to put your mother's magic to the test.
What is this?
Ellen's reins. Hey, quick, over here! Yes, yes, just like that. Stay with us, Corporal. Stay with us.
What's the matter? What happened?
Tahar's awake.
Lord Marshal Arendir. What in blazes are you doing here?
It's a long story. But I'm here as an ally.
Yes, and there will be plenty of time for the lengthy explanations later. First, I want to know how you're feeling, Tahar. Sorry to say it like this, but you look like shit.
I'm fine, I think. What happened? I just remember Lekain. And my mother.
Your mother? You mean the Shadow?
Yes. It's hard to explain. She was in some kind of stasis when my father found her, and my father used her for his experiments. I don't know how to say this, but the blood burn, it was her doing. When my father died, she tried to call out to me by telepathy. That's what caused the plague.
All right, I think his head wound is worse than we thought.
It's the truth, Iria. And Lekain didn't only want me to stop the blood burn. He needed me to lead him to my mother, so he could use her as a source for the Archfire.
Well, that's a lot to take in, I guess. But why your mother? You're speaking metaphorically, right?
I'm not. She is my mother.
All right. Start over, from the beginning. What happened when you walked into that chamber? I'm sorry, but that sounds absurd. Utterly absurd.
Well, I doubt he's lying, I have to admit. It's not what I expected from our little trip to the Eye. Not at all.
Speaking of which, how did we get out of that dungeon?
Well, as you know, I was unconscious too, so I can only tell you what the soldiers told me. But after that explosion, it was as if the skies had started raining fire. Lekain's soldiers panicked and rushed into the dungeon to save him. It must have also alarmed our troops who were waiting at the borders. They marched in and used the confusion to get us out too. I mean, at the time, the Purity still thought we were allies and vice versa. In other words, we got lucky.
Neither did I. But now it's my turn. Why in blazes are you here, Lord Marshal? And how long was I out for?
It's just anger now. I think we've moved past the titles. And to answer your question, you were out for 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes. To be honest, if your vital signs hadn't remained steady, we would have assumed you were dead.
Which leads us to your mother. You mentioned something about Lekain banishing her into some kind of amulet?
Yes. He somehow absorbed her spirit to gain access to the Archfire. That's what my father always tried, and why he created me in the first place.
And I assume, by archfire, you're talking about some extremely powerful source of magic.
The source of all magic. Yes.
So the theories are true. Well, at least now we have an explanation.
An explanation of what?
Well, the Harbinger has gone rampant. Briefly put, the purity of light has taken over almost all of Leonida. The Eye, Greyfell, Greykeep, everything.
Greykeep? How is that possible?
They were already in the keep when Lacane gave the order, and we simply didn't expect it. It wasn't even a fight. It was a massacre. And yes, I know what you're about to say. That it's my fault, because I tolerated the purity in the first place. And you're right. I've made mistakes, and hundreds, thousands of people had to pay the price.
What about the Queen? Is she...
She's alive. The Harbinger knows he can't kill her, because if he does and word gets out, then he might lose the common folk's support. According to our spies, the Queen's Guard and the Purity have struck some kind of bargain.
Wait, so the Purity controls the keep, and the Queen's Guard just plays along?
Yes, it sounds absurd, I know. But the Queen's Guard first responsibility lies with the safety of the Queen. Whatever is necessary to protect her, they do it. Though I doubt Lacane's long-term plan sees the Queen at his side, which is just another reason to hurry.
But why? Why start a war against all of Northander?
To prepare Io for the arrival of Aeonir. You remember that nonsense his priests always preach? How we're the reason that Aeonir left us?
Yes. That's why they want to clear the world of sin and mages. Of defilers.
Well, it seems that they've spiced up their idea a little since it was taking too long. It's not just mages they kill anymore, but everybody who doesn't convert to their religion. Soldiers, women, men. They all get to choose. Join the Purity and accept the light, or be killed on the spot.
Then we need to stop him.
We do.
Be that as it may, your recovery couldn't be more timely.
What about the charges? Do you still consider me a traitor?
Is that still important?
It is to me.
That's very honorable of you, Tahar. Given the recent events, your sentence has been lifted. You are pardoned. And if that is your wish, you can be reinstated as a corporal of the Northander army. That, and my apology, is all I can offer.
That would mean a lot.
Good. However, we cannot make this official until Greykeep is reclaimed.
For what it's worth, the encounter with my mother also changed something in me. I feel... different.
Elaborate.
Well, when I awoke my mother, it did something to me. She called this... the melding.
Less fancy words, please. What did it do?
Well, I think it allows me to control a part of the Archfire too. Just like the Harbinger does.
Finally, some good news.
Indeed. Anything that can help us battle Lacane will help. But whatever it is, I doubt it will allow us to stop Lacane with a thought alone. Or will it?
No. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly it changed. Since you saved me from the dungeon, what about my mother's body? Is she...
She's here, in the Nexus. We saved her, but she seems to be in some kind of a coma. For a while we thought it was the same as your condition, but now that you've told us the full story, it makes sense. Her body is still functioning, but Lacane has stolen her spirit.
Then we need to save her.
If she can be saved. But yes, maybe we'll even get our chance sooner than expected. Lacane is marching towards us as we speak.
Come again?
He knows where we are, and he's planning an attack on the city. He might arrive today or tomorrow, but soon, which is why we need to...
Lord Marshal.
Speaking of Nor...
The Purity. They are here, as you said. What are your orders, sir?
Put up defenses all around the perimeter and protect the Nexus at all cost. How many are they?
Hundreds, sir. And House Utran is supporting them too. Your sister is leading them.
Myra?
I'm afraid so.
Wait, you're saying that House Utran is working for the Purity of Light now? And they're led by Lady Myra Utran?
As I said, yes. It could be anything, though. Maybe Lacane forced her to comply.
Then make sure that she does not get harmed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. There needs to be an explanation for this. Either way, we need to fend them off. Tahar, are you able to fight?
I think so. Yes.
Good. Then you're back in charge. Let's head out.
Blasted armor.
Huh?
Can you tell me more about...
And why's that? Thinking about a career change?
I'm just curious.
Are you? I hope you do realize that demonology, most people who mess with it die. But sure, if you have questions...
Let's start with the basics. What's the core principle of demonology?
It's simple. You study demons and their powers, and bind them to your will. And thus you gain access to their powers. Take a devourer. Once you've studied and subdued her to your will, you can access her strength. And I'm not talking about merely summoning her. You can channel her powers.
Is there a limit to how many demons you...
No. If there were, I wouldn't still be traveling after all this time.
So, why exactly is demonology forbidden?
Because it's dangerous. And because demonologists can be extremely powerful. More than some members of the ruling caste would like to see.
So in order to bind them, you need to beat them in battle, correct?
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that, but yeah. In a nutshell, that's it.
And I'm guessing that's what makes it so dangerous.
Among other things, yes. What can also happen is that your body simply can't handle a demon's unleashed essence. It can cause a brain rupture similar to what these masks the Purity use. And, to be honest, that happens to 8 out of 10 students of demonology. They subdue a demon, get excited, and let all their energy rush in at once. As a result, their brains explode like a watermelon hit with a warhammer.
How is that supposed to work? Channeling their powers.
Hard to describe. Just imagine that the demon becomes a part of you. You connect it with your magic, so to speak. And when needed, you can call on it to help you. It's not just the power that comes with it. It's also the feeling. channeling the essence of a Zarat Nar, a tribe eater. It's a feeling that compares to nothing else in this world. You can't understand it till you've done it.
Interesting. Thanks.
Sure.
Interesting. Now would you look at that?
So, is it true?
He gave me...
Sounds just either way. Anything else you need? Huh?
I want to buy some better equipment for the Wayfarer.
Huh?
Careful.
Huh?
I want to buy...
Music to my ears. What did you have in mind?
Let me see what you have.
Certainly.
For potions and scrolls, I'm sure I have just what you need.
Huh?
Yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. You know how to bargain, don't you?
Just give the word. I'll take a look.
Yes?
Huh. Interesting.
What is it?
I would like to train...
Well, if you have the coin, I might be able to help. Let's see.
let me see. Corporal, need anything?
Goodbye. Blazes. Battle noises. They're already inside.
What are your orders, Tahar? This doesn't look good.
We have to seal the entrances. If they breach through either one of them, we're done with.
Then we need to split up. I'll get some of my men and make a stand in the southwest.
Then I'll take over the northwest. That's the hardest one for them to reach, so chances are they still haven't made it.
Then we'll help you.
Good. And Tahar, if what that scout said is true, and House Utran is really part of this attack, don't harm her. I know my sister, and this does not make any sense at all. There must be a reason for all of this.
I didn't even know Lady Utran is your sister.
I don't blame you. Northander politics and family bonds are complicated, but yes, she is my sister. And since her husband, Lord Rickard Utran, died, she's the ruler of the Utran lands, which makes this development as dangerous as it's bizarre. The fact that House Leonider is supporting the Harbinger is bad enough.
I'll do my best. Good luck, Angar. We'll come to your help once the other entrances are secured.
Do that. Nihalth guide your sword, Tahar.
Yes?
Tahar, you're awake.
Shit. So they've already breached the outer walls.
They will soon. That masked thing on the other side. I don't know how he does it, but he's draining me.
Drain? Iria!
Ellen's reins. What happened?
The barrier gave up.
He's a Dreamweaver. Get ready, Tahar. This will not be easy.
One down!
Not the real one.
There goes nothing.
We'll keep you shielded. Please.
What do we need?
It will be bloody.
They killed one of our heroes.
They won't stand a chance.
Get ready!
Another illusion.
It was to be expected. Who was that man? Or woman?
If I had to make a guess, I'd say he's one of his commanders.
I'll make it quick.
Fair enough.
I need
Let's
help
do this.
over here.
Yes?
Understood.
All right, why not?
Whatever's necessary.
Help! Please!
They killed one of our heroes.
Come on, don't die on us now.
All right, here goes nothing.
All right.
Get ready! Sounds like a plan.
They will fall.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I'll do what's required.
I need help over here.
I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes.
I need help over here.
Stay with me, will you?
They will fall. Whatever's necessary.
fine.
All right, here goes nothing. I need help over here.
They killed one of our heroes.
Stay with me, will you?
Damn it! I need healing.
I understand.
I'll keep you shielded.
I need help over here.
Please. They killed one of our heroes.
Help, please.
I need help over here.
All right. Ah! Help, please.
What now? The southwest, the southeast, and the northeastern entrance are still undefended.
Then we need to take care of them.
You're here. Good. I assume that means the northwest is secured.
It is. How about you?
Well, we managed to fend off their first attack. They aren't Purity, though.
What then?
Mercenaries. They don't have a banner, so they could be about anyone. Thing is, they've put up a siege weapon of sorts right up that hill, which prevents us from retaliating.
What kind of weapon?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of catapult, but it seems to be magic-fueled and throws fireballs which cause massive damage. We're out of reach, but the moment we move against their camp, it'll decimate us within seconds.
Whereas, if you attack the machine directly, the mercenaries themselves will fall into your backs.
Or swarm right into the city, yes. We weren't enough to split up, but now we are. Good timing, in other words.
So you want us to destroy that weapon?
Yes. The moment it is down, we'll go for their strong point.
Understood. Let's get this done.
Quite the breeze, isn't it?
That way? Here we go.
Prepare yourselves.
Sure.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
They won't stand a chance.
You read my mind.
Get ready!
Got it.
Blasted armor. There it is. Take it down.
Shit! Kill them!
Prepare yourselves.
All right, here goes nothing.
That should do it.
More
blazes.
This is Commander Katras from Aenir's Deathmen.
So he's fighting for the Purity now.
Corporal Tahar. What a surprise.
Katras, why?
Don't talk, friend. Fight.
Intriguing.
Blazes, Tahar. Now I know why Lacane wants you dead. You really know how to fight.
Bloody traitor. Siding with the Harbinger? Really?
Oh, come on. Don't be so dramatic. It's not as if we were ever allies to begin with. Look, this isn't personal. Lacane and his fanatics took down my camp and gave me a choice. Repent and accept the light, or have some stern-faced priest ram a bloody pike up me arse. So, unless you have some odd fantasies that I don't want to know about, don't tell me you wouldn't have done the same.
A loyal man wouldn't have.
Well, good thing I never swore loyalty to you or the Empire, isn't it? Don't kid yourself, Tahar. You would have done the exact same thing. Pretend all you like. In the end, we're all selfish pieces of shit. And the only difference between me and you is that I'm honest about it.
Any last words?
I hate to disappoint, but we're not quite there yet, friend. Goodbye, Tahar. Too bad we couldn't be on the same side this time.
What the?
A teleport rune. Good thinking.
Let's get back to Angar.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Sal Raka.
What's the situation? I don't see any Purity men around here.
No, not Purity, but someone else. According to my scout, they're gathering their forces down that valley. My gut tells me they're waiting for reinforcements.
If it's not the Purity, who are we dealing with? Another one of the royal houses?
No, I don't think so. To me, they look like bandits. But they're fighting under Aenir's banner. And the man my Kayran hunter took down had the Purity symbol tattooed right across his forehead.
The Bane. The ones who massacred the Northander outpost in Leafshade.
Huh. Yeah, that fits.
Damn it. What's the plan then?
Well, now that you're here, I say you move out and crush them. We'll hold our position and cover your backs.
Simple enough. All right then. Move out. Whatever's necessary.
Understood.
Here we go.
Ah! I'll keep you shielded.
The fabled pariah. Interesting. I thought you were dead.
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
My words exactly. Not bad, Tahar. Not bad.
Why are you doing this? Throwing your lives away for some deluded madman.
Deluded? You're confusing something, Tahar. The Harbinger is pure. We're pure. You. People like you are who are making this necessary. It wasn't always like that, you know. A long time ago, this world was a world of peace. But then man gave in to temptation. They were weak, and they chose sin over virtue, sin over purity. And now look where we stand. Our history is a testament to our corruption. Wars, rape, hunger, illness. They are Aeronir's punishment for defying him. But that era has come to an end. We will make the world pure again and make it worthy of Aeronir's return.
You're fanatics. You've completely lost your mind.
On the contrary, we've found it. But you're beyond repentance, so let's save ourselves the breath and end this already.
What the?
Go after me and lose your city and your friend, or save them and let me go. Your choice.
She got away. Damn it. No time to go after her. We have to head to the entrance. They will fall.
Focus, Uriel. Focus.
I'll make it quick.
A trap. I should have seen that.
Their leader got away.
I figured. But it won't be the last time we see her. We secured the entrance. That's what matters. What about the rest of the city? They attacked from all sides at once.
Yes, I know. We'll take care of it. Just hold your position for now. Once all this is over, we'll meet at the Nexus.
Understood. Don't die, Tahar.
I'll do my best. There's still 2 entrances we haven't covered yet. Let's hope it's not too late. We drove them back. Their commander escaped, though. He had a teleport rune.
Hard luck, I suppose. Well, you secured the entrance, that's what matters. What about the rest of the city? Are we safe?
Not yet. Hold your position for now. We'll meet at the Nexus once all this is over.
Understood. Tiara's blessings, Tahar.
You got it.
Almost through. Just one more entrance to go.
We should hurry.
What's this?
My newest invention. Or, to be more precise, my newly recovered Shaper technology. I call them, Death Towers.
Death Towers?
Yeah. While you were asleep, I did some more research on how the Shapers used the Nexus to defend their city. This is the result, though they won't hold forever. And my gut tells me the Utrans are up to something, because I haven't seen Lady Moira yet.
So it's true. House Utran is fighting for the purity of light.
Yeah, and quite viciously so. In other words, your awakening couldn't be more timely.
What do you suggest?
Well, as you know, I'm not the best at tacticians, but from what I saw, the attacks are currently coordinated by 2 Utran commanders. If we stay here and make sure no one gets through, you could take out those commanders in the meantime.
Got it. I'll come back when it's done.
Good. Nihalf, guide your blade, friend.
What do you require?
That's the way.
All right.